Alright folks, what is up? How is everybody doing? I hope you're having a great beginning to this month. I hope you've been crushing it. I hope you're chasing that goal towards the end of the year one step at a time, and I hope you've got your products lined up and ready, and you're ready to start your discussions with your suppliers as soon as they are back online after the vacation. I think by the time I'm releasing this video, they should be back online. Well, in this video, I'm gonna actually talk to you about five simple things that you must not miss during launch. And trust me guys, trust me when I say this, 7 out of 10 people who are launching their products do not do these 5 things, and that is why you fail. Don't miss a bit. Alright guys, but before we get into the video, let me announce the winner for the free call with me. Hit me up on Instagram or on my Facebook page. Hit me up on my Facebook page and we can set this up. Now, if you want to win a one-on-one call with me, just ensure that you just have to do these simple things. 1, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and drop me a comment down below. If you have a question, drop me a question, or if you don't have a question, just say hello, because I'm always happy to know who's watching, and give me a good feedback about the video or any other video you've been watching. Alright, and that is how you win a one-on-one call with me, because now I'm gonna be having much less time in the future. So there are only 2 ways you can get on a call with me. 1, you either win it through this option, or you simply go and order for a call. And I would put a link down below if it's already there. Just click on the link so if you want to book a consultation call with me. But trust me, that is a very quick way for you to accelerate your journey by having a discussion with me. So yeah, I think it has immense value. I've been talking to a lot of people over the last couple of weeks, and I think I'm giving an immense value over the calls. So yeah, consider it. All right. Anyways, let's get into the video. So the number 1 point that you should not miss when you're launching your product is setting up a review group. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's very simple, and I've actually talked about this a lot on one-on-one when I'm talking to people, and also in a couple of different videos on my channel. So you can make sure you check them out, right? So what I mean by setting up a review group is basically setting up people who are interested in buying your product even before you go to launch, even before your product goes live. Now, how can you find these people? Well, number 1, you can basically find these people in your friend network, okay? And you can find these people in your within your relatives and family members. And if not, you can actually join the groups on Facebook where your target customer is there, and you can probably convince a few of them to join your private review group. This is a private review group that you'll be creating on Facebook just for the sake of launch and just for the sake of getting those first 5 reviews. Now, if you want to understand what I'm saying in depth, check out this video, because I had talked about this exact strategy in this video. So after you've gone through all the 5 points in this video, go and check that video out. Alright guys, so the number 2 and the most important step a lot of beginners tend to miss or just avoid because it's just too tedious to do that is setting up your email sequence. Now, I want you all to think of this as a step that you cannot miss, because if you are not asking for reviews from your buyers, from your customers on Amazon, they're not going to review it. Now, I've got an email sequence. Even after sending emails, my review rate is about 2 to 3% of my orders. So only 2 to 3% of my orders ever get reviews. Imagine if I had not been sending those emails, that number would be down to 1 or 0%. All right, so that's scary, right? I want you all to set up your email sequence and email sequence. Now, for those of you who are skeptical, let me tell you a number. All right, I've got 30% plus open rate on my emails. All right, 30% is a very good open rate. Now, Amazon customers are eagerly waiting for their product updates. So when they get an email from Amazon, when they get an email from their seller, they are going to open it. All right, so don't listen to the myth that email is not the great way, email is not going to work, all that bullshit. It is going to work. So set up those email sequences. And now again, I have an in-depth video about how do you set your email sequences, what do you write in those email sequences, which tool do you need to use, everything in this video. So you check it out after you watch this video. Alright guys, now the third most important thing, which is something again a lot of people miss and I don't understand why do they miss it. The third point, the third thing that you should not miss before your product goes live on Amazon is listing optimization. Alright, what does it mean? You need to have your images done right. You need to have all of those 9 images first of all in place, and you need to ensure that the first 6 images are done right. And you also need to ensure that you are communicating to your customer via your images. Now if you want to understand more of that, again I've got a video for that right here, and check it out once you finish this video. Also ensure that you have the right keywords in your title, you have the right keywords in your bullet points, you have the right keywords in your description. All right, ensure all of them are perfectly done as best as you possibly could. If you need help for that, get help. If you need me to review your product, get me on a call and I will do that review for you. But please don't miss that step. It is very important, because the day you start spending on advertisements, the day you start spending on paid traffic to get customers to your listing, and if you don't have your listing optimized, your indexing won't work right. If you don't have your listing optimized, your automatic campaigns will not work the way you expect it to work. So if you want your campaigns to perform well and if you want conversions, you need to ensure that your listing optimization is done right. Alright guys, now coming to the fourth step that you should not miss, and this is actually very much relevant to the previous step. So if you're doing your listing optimization, this step is already being taken care of to a great extent. Remember that you don't have to start from scratch. The fourth point is basically you need to identify your PPC keywords for your listing even before you launch your product. Now, of course, everybody tells you that start your automatic campaign, let it run for a few days, pull down the report, and then you would understand which keywords are working for you. Oh, voila! Well, that is magic. No, well, it is an advantage that you're getting out of your automatic campaign. It's a leverage that your automatic campaign gives you. But even before you launch, even before you go live, you would have done a lot of keyword research already. You would have understood who's your target customer, what are they searching for Amazon, what are their likes and dislikes. So even before your product goes live, you should definitely have a list of keywords which you start bidding on through manual ad campaigns on day one. Now, I understand that I have very few videos about PPC optimization and manual PPC campaigns on my channel. So if that's something that you want on my channel, if that's something that you want me to teach more about, let me know down below in the comments. Just write the word PPC and I will get an idea how much of you are interested in learning more about PPC. Alright guys, we have made our way to the last point and the last step. But again, the catch over here is that the last step is the most important step, and this is something that 9 out of 10 sellers who are starting their Amazon business, who are starting to sell on Amazon, miss. Alright, and I don't want any one of you who's watching it, any one of you, I don't want you to miss this step. Alright, it's very simple. You don't have to think loud, you don't have to be super creative to do that. It is the simplest thing that you need to do, but you need to ensure that you do that. Promise me. Will you promise me? Okay, once you promise me, I'm going to tell you what it is. Alright, well, I'm going to tell you anyways, because I want you all to benefit from this. Alright, my channel is about value, and I don't want to waste any of your time. Alright, the fifth step that you should not miss at any cost is setting up your social media accounts on Facebook, on Instagram, and maybe on YouTube as well, if that makes sense for your brand. But ensure that you have your social media accounts on Facebook and Instagram. And even before you launch, try creating some content over there. The best way or the simplest way to create content over there is just to repurpose your listing images and product images and keep posting them on Instagram, keep posting them on your Facebook page, so that you have some content on day 0 of your launch. You don't want people discovering your brand, coming to your social media pages and not being able to tell where exactly should they go now, or what do they need to take away from that account, right? So that was the 5th point. Now I'm going to go much in depth about social media hacks, the way you need to manage social media accounts or grow your social media accounts for Amazon. So for that, you need to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be creating a lot more content around that. Alright then folks, those are the 5 important steps that you should not miss at any cost, even if your life is at stake. If you are going to sell on Amazon, do not miss any of these steps. All right, that's the best I can tell you, that's the best I can advise you guys, and then at the end it's all up to you. All right, well, again, like, if you want to win a call, do whatever I told you to do. Also, if you have enjoyed this video and got any value out of it, hit that thumbs up, because it really helps, and share it with people who are going to benefit from this as well. All right, thank you so much. I will see you next time.